If you're watching this video right now, it's either you're thinking of getting a Canon M50 Mark II, you have already gotten your M50 Mark II and you're thinking, maybe I will regret or I will not regret this purchase, or are interested in getting a digital camera, or you're just doing your research. Well, today I'm going to give you my pros and cons, and I might probably throw in some of my settings here or there for you guys to know whether or not you should get the Canon M50 Mark II in 2025. You like entertainment, right? Welcome to Pecky's Reality. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Pecky and I'm the host of this channel. If this is the first time of you seeing my face, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a video. Like I said in the intro, today I'm just going to give my pros, cons, and might drop in some of my settings about the Canon M50 Mark II. I have been using this camera for over 1 month now, and I'm just basically going to talk about my pros first, then my cons, then at the end I'm just going to drop my settings and tell you if you should get the Canon M50 Mark II in 2025. First thing about this camera that I love is that it is portable. It is not a point and shoot camera, so I did not expect it to be like the size of the Canon G7X Mark II or 3 or the Sony or the Canon SX740. I did not expect it to be like that. For a mirrorless camera, it is quite portable and you can remove the lens. It's actually quite portable. That's one reason I like it. The portability is also a disadvantage, but I'm going to get to that when I get to the cons. Secondly, I love the flip out screen on this camera. I love that it flips out sideways, and not only that, how it turns. So in case you are shooting a video like this, you can see what you are doing. So I love that the screen is like rotatable. You can rotate the screen and things like that. That is another pro about this camera. Another thing I like about this camera is the fact that you can add external mic to this camera. When I was researching about getting a camera, originally, obviously, like everybody, I wanted to get the Canon G7X Mark II or 3, but the price was a little bit up there. When I saw this, I did my research about the Canon M100, I think 200, and I noticed that those ones you can't attach an external mic. You just have to use the inbuilt mic, which is not really ideal for me because I am a vlogger, so most times when I go out I need to crisp audio. The M100 literally picks up audios from outside, and that was not what I want. I love that you can add external mic to this camera. Now, another pro about this camera is the fact that it takes amazing pictures, you guys. I originally when I wanted to get this camera, I was torn between the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the Canon M50 Mark II. And when I sat down to think about it, although I have been harassed by the size of this camera, I'll be holding it and people will be like, oh, you're not meant to vlog here. I really want and might still get the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. However, this camera takes amazing pictures, and I feel like that was the thing that made me, okay, I want to, minus me using it for videos, I also want to take amazing pictures. I want to up my pictures, and I'm going to post like pictures I've taken with this camera. The pictures are excellent. The pictures are very, very good. That's all I can say. And the DJI, I don't know, I haven't seen people take pictures well with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I decided to go with this one and I'm enjoying it so far. Another thing about this camera that I really, really like is the video quality. That is also a con for me, but I like the video quality. The fact that it is not too bulky for me to export to my phone and like edit and everything. I like the image quality about this camera. I think I've done everything that I can think of is the pro of this camera. Now let's move to the con of this camera. The first thing I don't like about this camera is the fact that it does not really work well with low light. I don't know if you guys have noticed my previous vlogs. There's sometimes that I might go under a shade and I'll become like very, very dark. Probably it's me that don't know how to set the camera, but I have watched so many YouTube videos that have told me to tweak my settings. Maybe it's the ISO, it's the aperture, so many things, and I have done that, but this camera does not function well under low light. So if that is what you're going to be under low light a lot, you're going to be vlogging consistently, things like that, I don't think you should get this camera. Another thing about this camera that I do not really like is you can't shoot in 4K. You guys, you can't shoot in 4K. And even if you can, don't get me wrong, you can shoot in 4K, but the quality of the 4K is a bit slower and a bit like choppy when you're shooting on this camera with a 4K. This camera does shoot in 4K, but I don't really like the quality of the 4K. And like there's even a crop, I don't know how to explain it, but like there's a crop feature when you hit edit, it crops your, like, so it zooms in more, so you'll not be able to like have wide angle. You'll not be able to like capture a lot of people except you like hold it far. And moving to my third point, this camera, although for a mirrorless camera, it's still quite portable, but the fact that I have to like dismantle it, and before I put it in my bag to take it outside, sometimes I don't even dismantle it, boy, I just put it inside like this. The fact that it is still quite bulky, I carry like all those small purses and everything whenever I'm going out, except when I'm going to shoot content. I know I'll carry my lights, my tripod and things like that, and this one can actually fit. Most of the time I normally, that's why this strap is connected, I just put it on my neck and I'm good to go. Anybody that wants to say anything, that's your business, like I don't even care. But yeah, the portability of this camera is not really there. If you're looking for a camera that you can just pick up and like put in your small purse, then this is not the camera for you. Oh, let's go back to my Pro. I think I like this camera because of this grip. There's a grip in the camera that's easy for you to like hold it. So in case you don't have like a tripod or anything, you can still vlog. So you just hold your camera like this and then just flip your screen and you're still seeing. This grip is actually very, very good. Like you can actually hold it very, very well. And as somebody that has sweaty palms, this is very ideal for me. Yeah, that's another reason why I really like this camera. Upgrade this camera. The thing about this camera is, yes, it's a mirrorless camera. That's even another advantage. Yes, it's a mirrorless camera, so you can actually switch out the lens. And I have researched and I see that there are so many lenses that I can actually get to like get a wider angle shot, because this really crops. It's so annoying that it crops my videos. I can't get like a wider shot and I don't really like that. But yeah, this, I can change the lens. I can get, just for safety, I can get those hooded things to like cover the lens. I can basically get things that would help me with the whole lighting ish. The only thing is that when you're getting a mirrorless camera, in contrast to like a point and shoot camera where you just flip, like the G7X Mark II, stuff like that, is that you don't really care about like changing your lens. You don't really care about like getting new lens. You don't really care about all those things. It's like a point and shoot camera. Now I'm just going to show you some of my settings that I use to take my bomb Instagram pictures. I'm just going to turn on my camera right now. This is what exactly I'm talking about. Let me show you like a crop something so you see what I'm talking about. See how it cropped me in. I don't know if you guys can see it. It like cropped me in. I hope you guys can see. Let me start again in case you did not see that. Are you seeing? Like now I am like I'm more out there, but see, once I just hit record, crops me in. And I don't like that. If you're looking for like a wide angle, something that can capture a lot of people, this is not the camera for you. I'm sorry. My settings, I think I'm just going to do settings for my pictures because that's what I can do now. Take pictures with my camera. What I do is you come to this dial here. No, come to this dial and you go to picture mode, which is the P. So you come to P, it turns to this program, and then you go to, right? My ISO is always, sorry, let's go here. I go to, so image quality, it's always in RAW. I always shoot in RAW just in case I want to edit it and do other things. So I shoot in RAW with this, I don't know what this is. I'm not a camera genius, but I don't know what this is. Then still image aspect, I'd go for 3.2. Then my exposure, honestly, my exposure depends on how I'm feeling. I might be in a dark place and I might want to like increase the exposure, things like that. So my exposure changes, but most of the time is at 0, so I can just edit it. I can just change the settings whenever I want to take pictures. Now my ISO speed is always set to auto. I'm still getting a hang of ISO, aperture, things like that, but it's always set to auto. Then let's move here. My flash, whenever I'm taking pictures, always please always use your flash. Using your flash will like be a game changer. My flash is always turned on. I don't really touch all these white balance, things like that. My picture style is set to standard. Autofocus, my autofocus is set to one shot AF. No, it's meant to be set to servo. Yes, servo. Then you have your autofocus, eye tracking here. Always. Eye detection is enabled. Continuous autofocus enabled. Touch and drag. Focus mode is autofocus. I don't really touch anything here. Image stabilizer is turned on. Please, disclaimer, I am not a camera expert. As a matter of fact, I have no idea what I just finished saying in this video. I'm just saying my review of using this camera for like 1 month. If you have any advice for me on how to get the low lighting, things like that, you should please drop it in a comment. I'm going to advise you, at the same time not advise you to. This is a very good beginner camera. I am enjoying every moment I spend with this camera, for my pictures, for my videos. When I get enough money, I'll be able to upgrade to the G7X Mark II for better quality pictures, but this camera is very good for beginner. So in case you don't have the money for the G7X Mark II or for any Canon R50, then you should get the Canon M50 Mark II. It is not a bad camera. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, drop a comment down below and I'm going to talk about things like this more. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop it. So whenever I drop this thing, don't forget to check out my videos right here on the screen, and I'll see you next week. Bye.